Hello, and welcome to the Dr. Guitar YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be doing a tutorial on the song One Last Breath by Creed. I'll be covering the difficulty, the verse, the bridge, and the chorus. I give the overall difficulty of this song a 7.3 out of 10. The left hand is using the chords D, A, B minor, G, and an F sharp. And it's also doing some melodic runs throughout this with hammer-ons and pull-offs, and they're pretty hard to do, so I give this a 7.5 out of 10. Overall, the rhythm of this song is pretty straightforward. There are a lot of continuous eighth notes, but every now and again they interject these little eighth note embellishments, which make it pretty tricky. So for that reason, I give it a 7 out of 10. The right hand of this song is getting a workout. It's doing melodic notes with bass notes. You're doing this with chords. You're doing this in all different positions everywhere, arpeggiating. So I give this a 7.5 out of 10. To determine the difficulty of each song, I add up the left hand, the rhythm, and the right hand difficulties and round out that average. Let's get started. The verse is easiest when we break it down into two parts, and each part will have 4 chords, and that'll be D, A, B minor, and G. And what I'd like to do is just go one chord at a time. So let's start with the D chord, and it's going to sound like this. Best to look at this in 2 halves as well. So the D chord, first half sounds like that, which is the melody on the ring finger, thumb on the 4th string, and you're going to play them together. Then the 4th string, then fret 5, and then the 4th string again, like this. Then the second half is you're going to leave your second finger down here, and you're going to hammer on 0 to 2 with finger 1, and then play with your M finger, fret 2, and then your I finger, string 3, like this. And when you put both of those together, there's our D chord measure. Here's what the A chord measure sounds like. And this is going to have more melodic movement without any chord shapes or anything. So this is all on the 2nd string and 5th string. And you'll play the 5th string open, fret 2, fret 3, and you're going to do this little hammer on. And that's the first half. And then the second half is 5th string open, and we're going to do a pull-off hammer-on type thing here where we pluck the pinky, pull it off to fret 3, pull it off to fret 2, and then you're going to pluck fret 3 again. And that ends with the 5th string open, like this. Put them both together, it sounds like this. Slap a B minor on, and we're going to leave this here, and we're going to do a similar pattern to the D chord. So you'll play the 3rd string and 5th string at the same time, then the 5th string again, then the 2nd string, and then the 5th string, like this. And then the second half is you're going to do a hammer on to fret 3 on the 2nd string, 3rd, 4th string. And you're actually doing the bar as to play fret 2. You leave that there and then hammer on fret 3. And when you put them both together, it sounds like this. And then this leads us to a G chord. And this is just a full G chord shape, and we're going to break it into 2 parts. So it's going to be the 6th string, 4th string, 3rd string, 4th string. It's part 1. And then the chord's going to kind of change a little bit. It's kind of he has some little melodic things going on in this part. So the second half, you're going to take your 1st finger over to fret 2 on the 3rd string. And he's highlighting a D chord here. So it's second string, third string, pinkies, giving that sus4 to the second fret, third string. And when you put both these together, it sounds like this. And that completes the whole first part of the verse. So let's take a look at the second half of the verse. The second half is the exact same chord pattern. It's going to use a D chord, an A chord, a B minor chord, and a G chord. So let's break each one down. The D chord has the second fret and fourth string played together, then the fourth string, then the third fret of the first string, and then back to the fourth string, like this. And then the second part of this D chord has this melodic run. Sounds really weird on its own, but yeah, that's it. When you hear it in context, it all makes sense. So that's the second fret hammered on and pulled off to fret 0. And then your second finger on the third fret of the second string, and your third finger will play the fourth fret of the fifth string. When you put both of them together, it sounds like this. Sounds, yeah, it makes sense after you hear it with the full measure. This leads us to the A chord, and this one is you're going to have to bar it, where you just lay your first finger down. And the first half is nice, it's just right up the line. Thumb, index, middle, ring on 5, 4, 3, 2, like that. And then the second half, we're going to do this little hammer-on pull-off action from 2 to 3 to 2. And then you're going to play the third string. And now we're going to play the fourth string with fret 4. And then you're going to play fret 0 on the third string, like this. And when you put both of those together, it sounds like this. And then from here, our B minor chord is just a nice arpeggiated run right up and down the chord with one note change at the end, like this. Fourth string open at the end. Here's the fourth string open, we leave early. And that'll just be thumb, thumb, index, middle, ring, middle, index, thumb. And then we're going to go to a G chord, and this is a nice arpeggiated run as well, where we're going to do thumb, 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 index, and then ring, middle, index, thumb. So we don't change anything on this chord, it's just right up and down. The bridge. This is a strumming pattern, and it's a pretty loose feel, and it's just a D chord. Down, 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 up to an F sharp chord, and we're not going to do the full bar. You're going to let the E and B strings ring out over top. And then you're going to go to a B minor chord, and then to a G chord. And that repeats. And the last one you'll let ring out. So the chorus chorus comes in with the electric guitars, and it uses the exact same chords as the bridge. It just uses the power chord version. So it starts off on fret 5 and 7, 7 with the 5th string, 4th string, 3rd string for our D power chord. And then we're going to go to an F sharp, which is the 2nd fret of the 6th string. And then we're going to go to a B minor on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. And then we're going to go to a G, which is on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. And that's the chorus. This is a pretty tough song to learn, so if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I'm happy to help. And I also take requests, so if there's a song you'd like me to do, please let me know. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.